Hey everybody, I'm going to show you in this video the stage-by-stage process for me painting my next Malifaux starter crew, the Rail Crew with Mei Fang and Kang, some rail workers, and an Emberling. I'll show you step by step the paints I'm going to use along the way, so you can I'll just do a step, pause, you can see the paints, see what I did, and then hope you guys enjoy. See you soon. Here's stage number one. Very simple. All I'm doing is I airbrushed on primer. Simple, just black primer because we're doing a lot of dark browns and like just cloth tones and stuff. So simple, and then gave him a base coat with this Vallejo Air Mahogany. See you in the next stage. Here's my crew after the first stage of airbrushing. So essentially all I did was the skin and the pants, the wood, and the metal bits on their bases. And then I'm going to go to hand brush and do the rest of the base coats, but I figured I'd stop here to show you guys. So with this dude, the random Emberling minion peon guy, I just did some white and black in preparation to get some fire effects going on with the airbrush. And then for all of these guys, the skin, I used Vallejo Air Barbarian Flesh as a base, and then did some highlights on top with the Elf Flesh. For the pants, I did the Dark Earth tones, so just airbrush that on. And for the wood, you can see here really easily on Kang's base, just airbrushed on some leather brown. And the metal is the black metallic. You can see right here on one of these guys' bases. So there it is. I will see you guys at the next stage. Here's the latest on my crew. Basically what I did was did a bunch of base coats, and so all of their random like clothing pieces just in random grays and browns, and I've just kind of lined them up here. So Dawnstone, Rust Gray, Skaven Blight, and then a random Vallejo Air color, the US International blue gray, and then just Rhinox Hide, XV88, Baneblade Brown, and Mournfang Brown on various parts of their clothing, just to give some variety in the different cloths and leather pieces and stuff like that. And I really wanted to try the new GW gloss washes to see how they interact, because I at first really liked the non-gloss washes and then got really frustrated by them because they would leave cloudy bits all over it, and the gloss ones just really, I thought they would really do a lot better, and I heard some good reviews. So I did the gloss wash on there. I did the Agrax Earthshade gloss wash. So let me see if I can get in really close and just show you guys what it looks like. So it's really smooth. I just did it, so I don't know if it's dry yet, so I don't know if it's going to cloud. Hopefully it does not. But it spreads out really well, and it doesn't stain the color as much as the non-glossy ones. So it just kind of sinks in the crevices. There you go. Alright, so I'm going to go on to the next stage, and we'll see you guys in a minute. Here's the latest update. Basically everything that I base coated got a couple layers of highlights. So all the skin, pants, shirts, straps, wooden handles of things. And so here we go. Let me get some nice close-up shots for you. Mei Fang herself. Kang. And then I just started on the Emberling, just airbrushing on different layers of yellows, oranges, and reds. Cool. I also just threw my sand on right now, just because. Why not? So, tried to keep the highlights, just subtle, pretty earth tony. So hope you guys enjoy. See you at the next stage. Here we are. The crew is complete. I'm really excited about how it turned out. What I'll do is I'll just kind of take each model and just go step by step about how I finished off the last few details. So, but basically some of the general things, dry brushed all the bases, all the sand, and like completed little details on the bases, putting some nihilic oxide like on the metal parts and stuff. Little details like wires and eyes, so did all the pupils, did Kang's hammer, things like that. So let's walk in and I'll just kind of briefly describe how I did each thing. And let's start off with Mei Fang. Not too much here, except for I added just a little bit of rust on the wires coming out of her base. And I gave her a little tattoo on her arm. And I did some burn marks on all the broken pieces of wood, so I just airbrushed on a little black, like on the outside edges of it, to help give a little depth and stuff. So there you go, not too many details to wrap up on her. Pretty simple. And here's one of the little dudes. So I did some blood for the blood god, a little bit on the end of his mechanical arm. Did his wires there. Just some green glow so they match my Oxfordian mages who are glowing green. And the crew kind of looks unified together. So same thing, did some blood for the blood god, did the green wires. Also did the little string holding his pants and loincloth on. His little backpack, kind of carrying his tools and whatever. It's just XV88 with some Ushabti bone mixed in, some different levels of highlights, and kind of streaky, so it looks like it's kind of a thatch woven little carrier. And then I also took just a little bit of a purple wash and did that around the skin where it meets like the metals pieces, so it looks like it's kind of worn out, like rotting dead skin, bruised skin, where he's kind of like a cyborg. This guy just completed his base, so I did some rust and burn marks on his base. Oh yeah, and one little tiny wire there, so with the green. Kang! You can see some oxide there. You can see did a little tattoo for him as well. Just kind of like one of those armband tattoos, little purple triangles. And airbrushed his hammer with a couple different grays, and then did some highlights, and then airbrushed it with like a light dust of brown, so it looked like it was a little dirty and used. You can see on every model too, I did the eyes. And the Emberling, so this guy actually totally started from scratch again, and did him green so he matched my Oxfordian mages as well, kind of something I thought of after. So what I did was I just totally airbrushed it black again, and then airbrushed it a few different grays, and then line highlighted all the rock parts. So totally opposite of what I was going to do before. I started with the rock and then did the flame. Sometimes that happens when you're painting. You just realize it's like, oh, there's a better way to do this, and so I just did. So I just took the risk and started again. And then so the greens for that are here. It is Warpstone Glow, Moot Green for some highlights, and then I believe this is Flash Gits Yellow. Yep. So there. Did his like little tongue and stuff. I think he used a P3 color for that, just like a reddish, browny, purplish color, and just mixed in some Ushabti bone for it. And all the glow, the airbrush glow I did after I'd painted everything, so that everything looked like it had the kind of light source on it. So that's my rail crew. Hope you guys enjoy. Make sure you subscribe and check us out on Patreon if you guys want to see more. So sweet. Can't wait for my next game against Jason. Peace out.
Like a monkey in a rocket on his way back home. Okay.